So it is still the dead of night, and you guys are riding. You guys have thrown Shikanosuke Tanada, like you like tied him up to a tree or something.
Yeah,
or
we took a spear too.
Yeah, it's very clear. Yeah, you guys did take a spear. It's very clear that you guys are being chased. You guys are being chased through the woods. There are enemies pursuing you. And right
so
now,
what you're
you're
saying is no crafting.
There's no crafting. You're trying to make your way to this rendezvous point.
And that we probably haven't recovered our spell slots from last time.
And you have not recovered your spell slots, and you have not recovered any health or anything like that.
Here's a list of things that are fine. Not fucking this.
You guys ride through the night, and after an hour or so after Murakami and Tanada, after you left them, after an hour of riding, you arrive at this sort of secluded copse in the woods where there is a shrine, and the shrine is a shrine to Chugo. And at this point, you guys are on the border of the Toragawa and the Chugo clan's lands. You guys have entered into Chusan province.
We're safe.
Yeah.
That's probably not true, but
it's probably not true.
We're never safe.
Yeah, so
while the baby Mikami lives with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys get to this tiny shrine with this idol of Chugo. And when you guys arrive, Egaki says, this is the rendezvous point. And when you look around the shrine, you find your allies. Your allies are waiting here for you. So you guys reunite with the rest of the Roshigumi, Dr. Sato, Makoto Midoriyama, Kaoru Soji, and Sam, and best boy, Hiro Deki.
Oh,
is Hiro not here?
Oh, there you go.
Hiro.
Yeah, here's actually not on the map right
I'm hiding.
Hiro rode out with us.
Yeah,
he took back Arata's horse.
Yeah.
He better have brought my horse.
Hey guys.
And yes,
Hey
in fact,
guys.
the Roshigumi have the party's actual horses. So he does actually have Hiro does have Arata's horse, and I don't know if anyone else had a special...
My horse Gaijin.
Yeah. Is that what your horse's name
Really?
is?
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate name.
It's a good horse, but it's not from around here.
So the commander, you guys see, is wounded, and he looks like extremely tired. And Dr. Sato is tending to his wounds. When you arrive, Egaki says, Commander, I see that you're here with the rest of Roshigumi. And Kurama, the commander, says, Lord Egaki, there is no time. We must continue to the capital. And Kaoru says, wait, where's the vice commander? And where's Murakami? What happened to them?
They stayed behind.
Oh no. And Kaoru says, we have to wait for them. They're going to come, right? And then Reina says, sorry about that. Your friend Murakami probably isn't going to survive 2 rounds with my brother. He's probably already dead. We should hurry because he's probably on his way with a bunch of his men. And when they find you guys, well...
Kind of sounds like she's bragging.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, my brother totally beat the shit out of your guys. We should probably turn it in. Yeah, this
wow, Reina, way to be super delicate about this situation. Not like he was part of our organization or anything.
Reina's like 100% like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. That's impossible. No one can beat my brother.
We're unclear as to what their fates are, but Commander Kurama is correct. We need to move on.
Is that a baby?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, so Tomoe has the baby. Yeah.
Yes. This is baby Mikami Utsugi.
Oh my god.
Or it's Mikami Tanada.
Yeah, I don't think Hiro's actually never seen the baby. I don't think you missed both sessions when the baby was important.
Yeah,
I don't like babies.
It's almost like you set this up.
the commander says, Lord Igaki, you took the child with you? This is incredibly dangerous. No wonder the Tanada want our blood. We must get to the Imperial City. We are not safe in the wilderness.
Yaboku, do you have any healing spells to help the commander?
I
Your
will
focus
contact
says-
the Yaibu and see what blessings they will bestow upon us. Come, Katame, let us pray.
Yuboku starts chanting to the Kamui. And,
All right, we don't have time for this.
He's like, I will prepare a poultice, and he grabs like a bunch of herbs and he starts like mixing them.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about
He's like,
playing D&D,
Katame, poop in my hand.
absolute favorite. Purposely butchering the characterization of other players when they're not here.
That's just fair play. That's honestly
Yeah.
just fair play.
Fair play. It's fair play.
And as you guys are saying that,
That's why I don't miss sessions, because I'm the only one who gets to butcher my characters.
there is
Yeah.
a sound, there is a rustling in the
Oh,
woods,
kitties.
and the sound of horse hooves, and someone appears.
Oh.
Hey, hey.
Oh,
Oh.
how
The vice
fucked up is
commander
he?
appears, and he
Uh,
is
When he comes out, detect magic and seek.
I'll make sure he's not an imposter.
there is no magic.
Okay.
But you can
18
see
is-
that he is incredibly, like, severely wounded. He's like bleeding from like his forehead, from his arms, and he's like draped over his horse as he rides in, and he's barely conscious. When he comes in, like the horse like stops and he like falls off his horse, and Yuboku runs over immediately and stabilizes him and proceeds to heal him. And everyone is like, Vice Commander! And they like run up to him. And the Vice Commander says, "Ugh, there's no way that I would die there against those sissies. I will die with Kelden blood upon my sword. I swear it."
He's throwing so many death flags right now.
Cough up blood.
I was about to
All right.
retire.
Put me back on my horse. The enemy is behind us. We must ride.
Yeah, stabilize him and let's move.
Yeah.
If he's here, then they're not far behind.
And Kaoru says, Vice Commander, did you see Sir Murakami? And Toshiro says, no. And then he passes out.
All right, strap him to the horse. Let's go, everybody.
We got all
So-
Chip, chop, chip.
Everyone jumps on their horses, and you guys begin to ride. And as you guys are riding, the sun begins to like rise, actually. So it's actually dawn now. You guys have been like kind of running on the run for like hours. And as you guys are riding, Igaki says that the capital is still 2 days ride away, but at least in a day, if you guys keep up this pace, should be able to reach Yamashi. And where you guys
Yamashi.
are,
It's a town near the capital. I'm
yes,
assuming.
yes, it is. So Yamashi is the largest town in Chusan province, and it's just a few miles away from the capital. It's actually a large hub for trade and travel. It's believed to be sort of like the last stop to the actual capital itself.
Oh, is a 16 enough to know who like the governance is there?
Yes, yeah. So you know that with 16, the Saito clan governs that area. Yeah, Yamashi is part of them. And you know the Saito clan are a minor clan of the Chugo clan. So they are direct vassals to the Chugo clan.
Thank you, Exposition Errata.
Yes, and with lore nobility, you know that that many of the governance of Yamashi are part of the Saito clan. So the mayor of the city, the mayor of the town, is a Saito clan member, as is a number of other chief offices. So right now, This is Mikado Province over here. The Toragawa lands is Mikado. This over here is Chusan, the Imperial Province. And the Imperial City of Chusan is here in the middle, like kind of like in this general area. And you guys are here on the border and you're traveling to the Imperial capital. You guys just constantly ride, actually. There's actually no time for you to rest and like for the horses to rest as you guys do like basically like a forced march. Hero wants to say anything about what he's been up to?
I mean, Kenji's gonna ask Hero where he's been because we could have really used his help.
Yeah.
Well, he was sent to the inn to warn the
Oh
other
yeah, okay. So Hero, what happened? Like,
They're here. Clearly, I did my job, right?
you
Thanks
did.
for getting
Thank
my
you.
horse.
Sam and Sato, Doctor Sato are here.
Yeah, Sam says that it was he like looks at Hero.
The fucking face.
Yeah, it was Hero who warned us. And then the Asugi attacked us.
Awkward silence.
He like hands his flask to Hero.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he saved us. Totally saved us, right?
Yes,
Do they look
if it
wounded?
weren't for our quick response time, the Roshigumi would have been trapped in the city. It would have been
And then
horrible.
Makoto says, when the Asugi attacked us, I didn't see Sir Hero anywhere. But then later I found him underneath a table.
As you know, I am apt at ways of disguise, and when I wish not to be seen, I can hide myself.
And Dr. Sato's like, as a tatami mat?
On the tatami mat.
On the floor. Remind me.
The best disguise.
Listen, everyone made it, right? So
True. Good
not
job.
true.
Good job. Enough people made it.
All the people that you were responsible for, I guess.
Yeah, my people made it. You guys are the ones who have questions to answer.
Because every time we try to go leave the city, one of us wanted to have a super epic duel and leave us behind.
Yeah.
I don't see why you have so many questions for me. All of the Roshigumi were here that I was responsible for. Dr. Sato seems to have some complaint about the way I treated him on the way here. But I don't see him harmed.
He's got swords in his picture.
Oh, well,
Hide behind the large orchard.
Well, thank you for your service, Hero.
Yes.
There goes our hero.
So,
I can't wait to be back in the capital where the comforts of city living are readily available without judgment of the Nada. And
When were you in the capital?
I was never in the capital. But all I was saying, it would be nice to be in a city where we could be free without judgment.
I've been to the capital a little bit. It's a nice place.
oh, I've never been in the capital.
It'd be nice to be back in the. I've never been to the capital.
Don't be silly. What?
What? Arata's just looking at you like, whatever. We don't have time for this. We're like riding full tilt right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think it's very clear that Hero was helpful during the escape.
Yeah, he was helpful. Actually, everyone attests to his martial skill at bashing the Asugi who were trying to kill them. Yeah. But like
I'm
when
just reenacting Hero fighting Asugi with the cat.
when like Dr. Sato like talks about it,
Needs more sticks.
Igaki says, how could word have traveled so quickly? It doesn't make any sense. That's crazy.
They had already sent word before it happened, is my assumption.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, it's the only way it makes sense as to how he would know.
Maybe magic was used to convey their message that travels much faster. And
There were
Guy's
no
timing,
magic.
certainly.
As far as I was aware, there were no masters of that strength to be able to deliver that message that quickly.
Certainly, in the Tanada, there must be someone who able to deliver a message.
It's
Lord
not as
Kai's
though
timing
the
certainly
clans of-
was.
It's not as though the clans of Chusei are known for their magical strength. Besides the insert name of the peacock clan here, that I
Manamune.
can't-
Manamure.
the Manamure, yeah.
Lord Kai's timing certainly was coincidental, to say the least. He showed up right as the assassins disappeared.
Serendipitous.
There are no coincidences.
Magic.
Stop being so full of yourself, Arata.
Suddenly, an arrow hits a tree.
I am stating facts.
An
Wait,
arrow
I'm
hits
being a
a tree
shithole.
beside the party.
Everyone
and then
looks at
another
Hanjo.
arrow.
Oh, we need to go.
And out
Lord
of the
Agaki,
trees,
protect me with your arrow invincibility.
out of the trees, a soldier mounted on a horse with a spear leaps out and is swiftly cut down by Makoto. And you guys hear more riders in the trees. And Igaki says, "Damn it, our horses are tired. They've caught up to us." And the commander turns to Yuboku and Hanjo. And he says, "Hanjo, you know these woods." And Hanjo says, "Yes, Commander. The woods of Yamashi. I hunted here for many years." And the commander says, "Then
Wait a
you shall,
second. That's illegal.
you shall hunt again. Yuboku and Hanjo, stop the enemy, turn into wolves, and slaughter them. Give us time to reach the capital." And,
Yes, the Kamui will guide my path.
The cat cowboy.
So Hanjo gets off of his horse, and Yuboku jumps off of his horse, and
This would actually be great for us. That gives us 2 other horses that we can rotate out
yeah,
for our fattest members. Hero.
Yuboku gets down on one knee, and
That's an awkward time to propose.
he grabs Katame, and he says, "Shiro Kamui, grant me strength." And both he and Katame begin to howl, and when he howls,
Oh shit, through Wolf Moon.
his body begins to mutate and change. His spine begins to crack and move out of place until he transforms into this. Oh shit!
There we go.
Oh god, he looks fucking mangy.
Someone needs a brush.
Man, you need some revolution. Get those fleas out, the mange.
And Katame and him howl and disappear into the woods. And Hanjo says, "My lord, we will meet you in Yamashi after this is all over." And the commander says, "Be careful. Only harry them. Do not throw away your lives. We will need you in the future." And Hanjo nods his head and leaps into the trees and disappears.
My God, Hanjo was a furry this whole time.
What? Hanjo just hangs out with furries.
He just turned into a wolf, did he?
No, that
Oh,
was
that's Yuboku.
Oh, it's Yuboku. Oh my God, Yuboku's been a furry this whole time.
Yeah, what? Yuboku wears a wolf on his
Yeah,
head.
he
Of course he's a
literally
furry.
he literally has a fursuit. Yeah,
Yeah, he's been.
I'm not gonna lie, that was very unexpected.
No one.
Is that how it normally works?
I like how he used the open spot to put Big Hero in there.
You're so fucking big. Hey guys, here I am.
I
He's
was
thicker than a
unaware of
Snicker.
Yuboku's abilities.
This is news to all of us.
But
Anyways, let's avoid the people trying to kill it.
Yeah.
Yes. So you guys continue to ride, and you ride out of the woods, and
And now that we have 2
Yuboku's
spare
a-
horses, we'll
Yuboku's a
start
werewolf?
rotating.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know.
as you guys are riding, this is where in the TV show there would be a 6-minute, highly detailed, animated cutscene of Hanjo and Yuboku killing samurai in the woods, like Predator style. So just imagine it for 6 minutes.
Just a guy covered in mud and Yeah.
We don't have enough budget for it, so we're gonna cut it short.
Edit in that one World War II anime with werewolves and shit, and like
Dylan,
little.
make it happen.
Yeah.
That was cool,
What?
right? Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah, Dylan, it's up to you.
We're requesting edits now.
Edit this in post. Okay.
Put it in post.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do.
Thanks,
6
my dude.
minutes of anime werewolves.
I
As
definitely.
the edit is actually just a floating dick that comes down by your face.
I'm definitely
You
not
know
going to make a Three Wolf Moon shirt where it's just Yaboku, Hanjo, and Katame
Man.
howling at the moon.
All right,
You know
It's
what?
amazing. It's amazing
Take
that
that like
Yaboku.
god awful Van Helsing movie with
Such good effects for the werewolf, though. So cool.
and use that transformation for your book.
Yaboku can turn into a fucking werewolf, but the Tatame Tanada apparently can't even send a text message. The fuck?
What is this text message you speak of?
Hero's drunk. He didn't even get the clan right.
So
Oh, okay. Right. It
So
doesn't
you guys-
matter which one it was. The point
You
is, they
guys-
can send text messages.
They could. It could happen. We have the technology. If your
Dormidian-
can turn into a fucking furry,
The Dormidians have cell phones, damn it.
you best believe we have Tinder. All right, fucking fucking Bushido Tinder. All right, you guys ride through another night, and at this point, you guys are fatigued. You're exhausted because you haven't slept. You didn't even get like that good of a sleep on the day before Hideki's ceremony, and now it's the day after Hideki's ceremony, and you guys have just been riding.
Sleepy boys, yeah.
As the sun rises over Mount Esajumi, you guys are now in true Chusan province. The mountains are constantly around you guys. Like before they were always on the horizon. You could always see Mount Esajumi kind of far away. Kenji, you feel like basically at home because
Yep.
this was just south. Like if you like basically you're at home and you're like, man, I could really use a Capri Sun. You like come down the mountain and like go buy one at like the stores around like these villages.
I could really use a Capri Sun. You're right. You know me too.
You really use a Capri Sun right now, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is basically just like I'm from like a northern hick town in this province area. So yeah, this is
yeah.
This is where you
And
go
if
to
you guys-
get your ice cold sody pop.
If you guys look at the mountain range, you can clearly see the coiled form of Esojumi at the top of one of the mountains, the golden dragon of Esojumi.
The golden dragon.
Yeah, and also, you guys approach the capital. You see the capital city, and it has these great tall walls with gates. And it does look very similar to this, where there is a funnel to one of these gates. And this gate is actually outside of the capital. There's even the entire imperial capital of Chusan is a fortress city. Specifically, you guys can roll like knowledge society or like history for more.
Errata.
Probably knowledge history, to be honest.
Exposition errata with a 24.
Chusan, the imperial capital, was built originally by the Kulanese because Chusan, it wasn't always called Chusan. It was Shanglong. And it was at the base of the mountains of Esojumi that it was built. And it was always meant to be a central area for the empire of Kulan to use as sort of like a colony up here in northern Hosea. And so a lot of the capital has like a lot of Kulanese like architecture and stuff like that. But for the most part, it was used as a fortress against the barbarians that lived in the region that eventually became like Chusei. And the city itself is mainly used by the samurai administration. It was used by the imperial family. So it is like the imperial city. And most of the people who lived there were nobles, or they were part of the imperial family, or they were servants of the imperial family. And after Shogunate took over, it became it's like a meeting place for the high-ranking samurai nobility and samurai generals and the government. So it is a stronghold of the Bakufu.
The imperial capital is exactly how I don't remember.
So it has
Not
like all these
suspicious
great
at all.
castles. It has like multiple like large castle buildings. Like it is made to be a defensible position. And they say that in the winter it is impossible to take the imperial capital because the snows of Esojumi cover any passageway to it.
Like trying to take Stalingrad in winter.
Yeah, it's like trying to take the Eyrie in Game of Thrones. It's fucking impossible. Like
Ooh,
fucking, you get rocks and avalanches dropped on you.
That's why you just burn it down with a dragon.
Yeah, well, maybe that'll happen in the books. I don't know. But anyway, you
Fuck
guys
you.
approach.
The imperial
Yep.
capital is very beautiful.
You're approaching it from like the southeast, right? And you're heading straight towards it. And then from the woods, from the east, you guys see a large host moving towards the party.
But that's not good.
So play some Benny Hill music because these an army appears chasing you guys.
But that ain't good.
We gotta go.
Yeah, a very large army, and you guys can see that the banners are a bunch of different colors and different symbols on them. But the majority of them, like the largest banners, are of the crane and of the stag.
No surprises.
Yeah, no surprises.
See you guys
and
we're uniting Shusei in order to kill us.
Yeah. There's about like
We're all in this together.
300 samurai cavalry chasing after you guys, and you guys can see at the head of that is some familiar faces, and not so familiar faces.
I could spot that glare from anywhere.
Is that a
And,
boy or a girl?
They yell at you. They're like, "Stop, Russia Gobi! Stop and answer for your crimes!" And
Do you think they
Fuck
lost?
you!
Igaki's like, "Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!"
I'm gonna hard pass, bro.
Yeah, so, pieces, deuces. And these guys proceed to. Let me see if I can.
If we stop, will you promise to be kind to us?
No.
Try to carry
We have no
Shusei.
incentive to stop.
Well, it seems like a really bad idea. I guess we just won't stop.
Does anybody have any caltrops or like?
Thomas, 300 horses. We would need like
8 of them.
mass-produced
Maybe 9.
caltrops to have any effect.
Also, you're the crafter, man. Why don't you have cow drops?
All right, give me a month.
Get to work.
And
Just throwing individual caltrops.
there are some horse archers, and they fire arrows at the party. And
Igaki, protect me.
Igaki waves his remaining arm, and he says, "Spirits of the Igaki, protect us in this moment, Kaze-inu!" And the wind picks up, and it seems like this large green spirit shaped like a dog with multiple smaller dogs around it get between you guys and the enemy army, and the arrows deflect off of this wind wall.
It's just wolves all the way down.
As soon as this spirit appears, it disappears, and Igaki, everyone is exhausted. Everyone's fucking tired. He says, "We were so close," and then the gates to the capital open, and another army rides out. And this army has about 100 men, but they all have the banner with the Hydra on it. And when this army comes out, it is led by someone who is familiar to Kenji.
Oh,
This is the clan elder who recruited you and sent you out east to Roshigumi, Tetsu Inada.
I wave at him. Like, hey!
He rides towards you, and he's at the head of this army, and the army follows him. And alongside him is a large man on a equally large horse. This guy is as big as Makoto. He is very tall, very built, and has a halberd the size of a man. And when they approach you guys, the Isugi Tanada army stops. They stop their charge, and this army, the Chugo army, gets between you guys and the Tanada Isuki army. And this man says, by the command of the shogunate, by my authority as Roju of Akame Chugo, I order you to stand down. And Tamasaki, the general in charge of the army, yells back, Lord Roju, we of the Isugi clan have been grievanced. Lord Igaki and his Ronin have assassinated Shiori, the leader of our clan, and the mother of the heir of the Tanada, who are now our brothers, our sworn brothers in vengeance. And Tetsu
It's almost like that's on
Inada.
purpose.
Tetsu Inada says, your grievances will wait by order of the Bakufu. You are on the lands of the imperial capital. Chusan province is not within your jurisdiction. Stand down, Tamasaki. Turn your horses back and return to your lands. The Roshigumi and Agaki will be dealt with. And Tamasaki says, I refuse! I refuse, you Roju! And then this large man comes forward with his halberd, and he says, I am the Soba Yonin Shifu. I am the advisor of the Shogun. And she herself has proclaimed that the grievance between Igaki and the Isugi and Tanada will be dealt with by the Bakufu. If you refuse, and if you distrust the words of the Shogun, then you will accept the crime of treason. And he points his halberd at the enemy host. And Tamasaki, he has a bigger army. These guys are fucking blooded and pissed. And the Chugo army is smaller.
Also, Hanjo and Yuboku have been fucking them up
Yeah.
here.
You can see that. So some of them have ropes, they have arrows in them and ropes and claw marks, and some are missing ears. And Tamasaki says, the Waka Doshiori will know of this. There will be justice. There will be justice. And he points at Igaki and the rest of Roshigumi. And he lingers on Mayasu.
Yeah. Kenji's just gonna yell back, we told you we didn't do it!
Well, Yasu, what did you do to him?
Did you shit in his Wheaties?
We'll talk more about this later.
Well, he's told us a little bit, hasn't he?
I told you a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to give you the details. What are my thoughts on the matter?
Hiro might not be fully aware.
No, I think Hiro has no idea.
Yeah, you guys really haven't had that much time to. You guys have just been running. You guys have been escaping. But the enemy host turns around and rides back. And
Bye.
And Lord Inada turns to the party and he says, Lord Igaki, it is good to see that you are still alive, if not all in one piece. And Igaki says, haha, that's hilarious. I am really, really tired right now. Okay, it's been a long, long ride. I am missing an arm. And Lord Inada says, I did not mean offense, but Sir Igaki, things are different from when you left. We were not expecting events to turn this way. I must take you back to the capital. And this man, Shifu, says, Lord Agaki, I will personally take you to Lady Akame, but we cannot allow the Roshigumi to enter the capital. They are forbidden from entering. And for that child, he points at Akami. He says, he also cannot enter by order of the Bakufu. And Agaki says, what are you talking about? If we leave the child outside the capital, it's not safe.
We don't have the supplies to take care of a baby, sir.
I can't
Inada-
breastfeed this thing.
Inada says, I will not leave you in the cold. I will take you with me. You will come with me to Yamashi. Igaki, please go with the Soba Yonin. Lady Akame wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. And Igaki says, God damn it. Can't you see that this is some kind of conspiracy by the Esso Ryu? Ah. And he turns to you guys and he says, Roshigumi, you have done well. Your mission is complete now. There will be more work to do, but you must rest.
All right,
Go
everybody
with-
drinks and then we'll go home.
Go with Lord Inada. He'll take you somewhere safe. And I'll meet with you soon. You'll probably see me tomorrow, as soon as I get my arm fixed. Should have some.
I can help with that, my lord.
All right. Anyways, goodbye.
Thank you, Lord Agaki. Chief.
You're just gonna throw blueprints at him?
So,
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
If it's all right with you, right before he leaves, I'll come up to him and This is just flavor stuff, so I hope it's okay. I will hand him a small flask of plum wine that I took with me from Mikado.
Yeah.
Dude, D&D is all about flavor stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's all about flavor stuff.
Flavorful plum wine.
Sorry,
He,
sorry, you got caught in conspiracy. Here's some hooch.
He takes the plum wine, and you can see he has been in a mood since you guys have been running and escaping. This was not how things were supposed to turn out.
Right.
When you hand him the plum wine, he finally smiles and he suppresses a tear, and he says, Moyasu, damn it, if only you were my son. And he
I mean, he also doesn't have a dad. That could happen technically.
he puts his hand,
my dad.
puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says, you did well. Rest now, and I will see you soon.
I will see you soon, my lord. And for what it's worth, you've been every bit as much a father to me as my own father was.
Adoption.
Oh,
And
Moyasu,
then,
you like plum wine? I can try to make some for you.
We need to
He-
find
he like-
plums first.
Just smacks 2-year-old.
he puts his arm around you in the best way that he can hug you with only one arm. And then the big man says, Lord Agaki, we must not keep the Shogun waiting.
Just picks him up by the scruff.
And then,
Moyasu will nod at the big man and head back to the rest of the group.
So Shifu, Igaki, and half of the Chugo host return to the Imperial capital. And
So the Chugo hosts, they're pretty elite samurai though. Yeah.
these guys are elite. Each one of them, you can see why the Tanada and Isugi backed off, because they had a lot of peasant soldiers in their army as well. All of the Chugo army are older veteran samurai.
from the Sengoku.
Yeah. They have all fought in the Sengoku, and Kenji is the youngest member of this clan.
Yay. Yeah. I'm the baby.
And you already seen how much he kicks ass, so got a lot of fucking kills. Goddamn. So the other half of the host,
Wait,
along with
Kenji's from the Saito clan?
no, he's from the Kuroda clan, but they are they're part of the Chugo clan.
Minor house, motherfucker. That's what minor house dance.
Minor houses that haven't always caused issues.
Nope.
He is a bannerman of the Chugo clan, just like the Chugo clan is his daimyo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just like the Saito clan, the Chugo clan is their daimyo.
It's okay. I have the same authority everyone else in the party has. Absolutely none.
Jack
Yep.
shit.
I am the rightful heir to the Deki clan, in fact.
You signed that away when you signed the charter.
Boo! Oh shit.
Dog.
Oh shit.
But I might take it up.
So
I
the
might
rest
scratch my name off this.
The exit clause in this organization is kind of vague, so
so Lord Inada and the rest of the host, he says, "Come, we will return to Yamashi, and you guys head back south.
how far is Yamashi? Like,
It's on horse half a day, and they have fresh
Okay.
horses for you guys."
great, cool. I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
Did anyone see that massive spirit dog Agaki? That was very.
Yes, Inada says, Kaze Inu, the legendary spirit that guards the Agaki clan.
Oh, how nice! They have their own spirit to protect them.
Ra's not better.
Very nice. I like it.
So
It is always amusing to see people fire arrows and the like at Lord Agaki.
you guys travel for about a day, and you finally arrive in Yamashi after a couple hours. It's like around noon or 1 o'clock. But just keep in mind, you guys have been constantly riding, so
Yeah.
it really
Probably
is.
once we find like a hotel or someplace, we're probably gonna pass out.
Yeah. You guys travel very quickly through Yamashi town. The host doesn't really let you guys like wander, but when you pass through, you can see Yamashi is not really a town. It's actually kind of a big city, but it has like this sort of town feel, like a large town, and it has a lot of it has a lot of different people. It has a lot of different people. And interestingly enough, you guys actually see a lot of like Dorminian like influence in the town.
I was gonna say their hats are pretty bitchin'.
Yeah, there are a lot of people with like Dorminian hats. There are like some people walking around in like Dorminian clothing and stuff like that. But yeah, there's all sorts of things going on as you guys pass through. And people make way for the host. And when they see like the Chugo clan like banners and stuff, they like yell like cheers and stuff like that. Like they're like, "Long live the Chugo clan! Long live Akame Chugo!" etc. etc. You guys can roll a perception as you guys pass through. Hero is the only one who sees this. You can
Ooh.
see in like some of like the alleyways and stuff like that of the town. There are what looks like some kind of graffiti, and it says the Red Priest lives, and
Uh-oh.
that the
God damn it,
the,
Nagashi.
the Queen provides.
I don't think it was the Red Priest though.
The Red Priest lives, the Queen provides.
Yeah, and like you can see that there's like a person who's like working on getting rid of this graffiti.
Oh, interesting. Can I make a society check?
You can make a society. You can make a knowledge religion as well. Religion. Okay, yeah. That's good enough to know that the Red Priest might be referring to a priest of Miley.
It's for,
And
for the audience is like a succubi goddess of wheeling and
of
dealing.
Wheelan and Dealan. And yeah, with religion, you know that Miley is the chief goddess of Dorminia, and she is a goddess with two faces. One is that of a like a benevolent, giving, like merchant queen, kind of. She's a goddess of trade, but also the goddess of desire. The other face is that of like this devilish succubus queen, in which that you can
Exploitation and
exploitation. Yeah. The motto of the Church of Miley is that everything has a price. Well, what you pay. No, you get what you pay for, but you might not always like what you pay with.
I
you can't always get what you want, but sometimes
Get what
you
you
just might
need.
find. You get what you need.
I will point out to Kinji. Look, it looks as if maybe the presence of the Dorminians in Imperial Capital is still here.
Maybe?
Mumbles.
I don't know. I
I
just
I will
came here
point
from
out to
supplies a couple of
Moyasu.
times.
I will point out to Moyasu the same thing.
Well,
And
this is
then-
not that much smarter.
Hero, you also see that every now and then you'll see some men walking around.
Right.
And they have a turtle on their howries.
Oh, that's so cool.
Those assholes.
I'll point it out to Arata too.
The spray paint or the people?
Spray paint.
The actual smart boy in the party.
Nope. I'm not very familiar with Miley. Not exactly my wheelhouse.
Oh, okay. I guess we're not in the Imperial capital, technically.
No.
We're in the Imperial land.
Imperial region, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so very quickly you guys kind of get like a look, but the host like kind of they're all like surrounding you and like protecting you. Eventually you guys arrive at what looks like a dojo, and it's a really run down, like beat up dojo. It looks like it's abandoned, and like Lord Inada like rides forward, and it looks like the dojo is like padlocked and like closed. He pulls out like a set of keys and opens the padlock and opens up the dojo doors. And most of the Chuga host stays outside as you guys enter.
The torture room.
Oh, finally we can rest.
This is a nice
Oh,
place.
hey, we're back in Suima.
Hey.
I'm gonna reuse a lot of backgrounds.
That's fair.
This is my meeting place background, so it's gonna be like the
No, Kevin, what you can totally do is just use Photoshop and crop out that skyline and just make that a layer you just put on top of other maps.
Oh yeah, I could.
Sounds like a lot, yeah.
No, I mean that's a good one. That's a good suggestion actually. I'll look into it or Dylan can look into it.
What?
Well, or I'll look into it when I'm not drawing the anime titty. Anyway, so
next century.
you guys come in, and this is a very expansive, like, estate. It is like a samurai dojo, but there's no one here. And when you guys look around, yeah, it just looks abandoned, like no one has been here for like a couple of years.
It was Lord
And,
Ieda, right?
Inada.
Inada.
Yeah.
Lord Inada. Is this dojo going to be our accommodations?
Yes, that's right. For now, you may use it as your living space, your barracks. But
Whose dojo was this before?
he like kind of looks around and he says, that isn't important. It was simply claimed by the Bakufu Society. You can see that there's like a broken sign, like in a corner of like
Jesus,
this dojo.
Arada.
It says,
Inedama. Nope.
okay.
I'm not even gonna bother.
And he kind of like looks around. And he says, "It was claimed by the Bakufu during the reclamation of the imperial capital. The people who used this, well, they did not survive. It has been abandoned ever since. So you may use it."
Well, thank you very much for your kindness.
Yes.
We
Yes.
are very tired. May we please retire?
Yes, of course. And I will send some footmen to acquire some supplies for you, some rations, some food. But none of you leave this place.
Okay.
You understand, it is for your safety. There is a price upon your heads. The Isugi and Tsunada, they will continue to pursue you, even if you are innocent of this crime.
Arada looks directly at Hiro.
What?
Don't leave this place.
They would never find me, even if I did choose to leave this place. As I said, I am masterful in the ways of deception.
Tetsu says, I will leave my men here to protect you. if you require anything, you may ask them for to fetch you something from the town, if you wish.
It is very kind of you. I have beers.
Yes, sir. Huh! This is a typical Chugo samurai.
Spawns out.
So-
of nowhere to
Also,
get
the
groceries.
typical Pathfinder samurai.
Yeah. Hey, the Chugo samurai is the samurai. So he leaves behind. He says that he has his own business and matters to attend to. He will try and return with news and with Lord Agaki on the morrow. Yes.
Of course.
And then he kind of like gives Kenji like this look as he's like walking by, and he says, "I'm sure you've had an adventure so far. Your father would be proud."
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
Yeah, how's that anger going? Okay. All right, that's fine. No, I mean, I didn't mean any offense. I don't. It's okay.
I mean, I've only decapitated one corpse, so that's good.
Okay, well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it, champ. And he like pats you on the shoulder.
Arata's just like,
Well, don't you have like a stress like your mom's like
I have like a little like squeezy ball, but I also have like the tissue my mom gave me, which I used to wipe off the blood after every fight, which is
I didn't.
once again red again.
prestidigitation.
and,
I Go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry.
he says I wish I could give you this in better circumstances. I wanted to give you this when you came to the capital, but here you go. And he gives you a box, very long box.
Samurai
You rip it
katana
open.
sized box.
There is a expert quality shamisen in here.
Mm.
Thank you.
Hey.
I needed to replace my old one, and you see just
I
like
know.
just the finger. Oh, yeah.
I know.
Thank you.
I know. It's okay.
Hey, Hero, you want a shamisen?
No, fuck you. I don't want your hand-me-downs. I deserved that expert katana.
I'll take a hand-me-down, Shamisen.
No,
Oh, okay.
actually, I don't want the Johnny-san. Thank you.
Oh,
I didn't know that Kinji's problem was anger. I thought his problem was that the babes always hang all over him.
What?
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 I'm just saying. It seems like he really been getting a lot of action.
Yeah, we've been in a lot of combats these last couple of days.
No, the babes, not no.
I'm like, Hero, Reina's like right there.
You mean
Rina,
like,
she's not interested in babes, dudes.
I don't understand your lingo. I'm sorry. Once again,
never
thank you so much for the shamisen.
Anyways, I'm telling you, your problem is not anger. Your problem is you're too hot.
I mean, I do heat up when I rage, so it's maybe once my anger subsides, that will also go away. You're just kidding, progress me up here.
Moyasu in the corner just goes, "He's not wrong, but in Orcish only."
I do a little orcish.
I know, that's the point.
Oh,
Get a Lady Midoriya blush over there. Would she blush purple? Green skin, red blood.
I have a 1 to that, so I play my new shamisen to show my appreciation.
Nice. Inada says that he wish he could stay for the full performance, but he has to. Hey, you also, I think expert quality gives you something. Expert quality tools gives you like a +2.
Is it +2? That's a 15.
That was
then.
+1.
I think it might just be +1.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
playing with you, but I'm really tired.
Boop, boop, boop.
I'll break out my kazoo.
The vice commander, he's like gained consciousness like during the ride. He's like bandaged up. He's like got his eye bandaged up and stuff. He's like, "Oh God, just finish me off. Forget it.
Yes, my lord.
Forget the accountants. End me, Arana."
At this point, I just kind of like scoot a nod out, like, all right, thank you.
Don't hold back. Just aim for the throat.
My new
Does this
friends,
mean I'm in charge?
My new friends are a little bit strange, but I'm sure you have important business to do for the Bafukufu. So thank you.
Yes, we will speak again, Kenji. And he leaves with with most of the hosts. About 10 Shugo samurai remain, and they like stand outside the gates or like in the courtyard and stuff and watch you guys.
All right. So huddle, group huddle.
All right.
Yes, we must huddle. Does anyone want to hear?
I'm gonna make some
Sam
tea.
raises his hand.
All right, Sam.
So
Anyone else?
Arata will start. He'll break out his tea set and start
Oh,
making tea for people.
oh,
I can warm up some sake if you have it.
I am not planning. I am sleeping.
If you need to warm up some sake, just hold it in my hand. Just go.
So we got sake, we got tea, we got beer, we
I am
got
not
Dragon
planning.
Boy over here.
I am sleeping.
We should discuss this
We
meeting.
just
quickly
rode
so
for
we can
3
sleep.
days straight. I think our planning can wait
Yeah,
till
I think-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think everyone pretty much sleeps at this point. Yeah.
At best, yeah, I was just offering
Yeah.
brewskis so everyone could
Can-
like relax and
Yeah,
chill out.
Okay, he's just
you guys
gonna
are
like.
fucking exhausted.
He's gonna,
I
Kenji's
mean,
gonna
when
take
we're
the
at
big-
when we're at our weakest, we need to be the most cautious.
Kenji's already asleep.
Yeah, Makoto, like, as soon as you guys got into the dojo, she found like a nice like wide area of grass, like, and just collapsed in her armor and is snoring loudly.
Okay, Kenji's
Oh,
just propped
she's
up
gonna
on the
be-
table.
She's gonna be exhausted tomorrow.
It's because the armor.
I guess I'll take first watch.
Flute still in hand.
I mean, her armor's padded, so maybe it's just like full pillows. It might be
Oh,
super
yeah.
comfy.
Yeah.
I'll just chat with Sam about all the Dorminian things because I'm interested in Dorminia and the influence it might still have over the area.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sam says that he's been to Yamashi, and tomorrow he'll show you around. Actually, if you want.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Is Kaoru still out and about? Because
Yeah. Kaoru is like about to go to sleep with the commander. Basically, the dojo is like really expansive. There are rooms here. It seems to be like it is a noble estate actually. So there are multiple rooms actually for like samurai and for like servants and stuff like that. And the commander has like basically like taken over a room, and like Kaoru is like putting him to like sleep and stuff like that. And the vice commander like also like found like a bigger like more common room and is like sitting around there.
so yeah, Arata will like walk to the room. Like, if I could bother you before you turn in, Kaoru. I know this dojo is Lord Inada. Inada?
Inada.
Lord Inada said that it didn't matter whose dojo this is, but knowing where we stay might give us idea of what other facilities this place has. Do you
Oh,
happen to know the Inadayama clan?
It's Lord Inada's dojo.
Well, so his family's dojo is this dojo.
Yeah, she points to the sign that says Inadayama. It means Mountain of Inada.
Ah,
As opposed to Inadarama, which has low prices.
Yeah.
what do you know? What happened to his family?
I don't. To be honest, I haven't really talked to Lord Inada that much. I know about the Soba Yonin though.
Well, as everyone else was saying, we can talk more tomorrow. I'll let you and the commanders get rest, and I'll take first watch.
Sure. You see Toshiro, like he just has like his eyes like open and he's like sitting like cross-legged and like staring like dead ahead. And then when you like pass in front of him, you realize he's fallen asleep with his eyes open.
Well, that's not creepy.
Tomoe and Reina have like found a room and they have like the baby with them and stuff.
Yeah.
The baby has been really good despite being on horseback for like 3 fucking days. It's actually like starting to make a fuss now, and only now like Tomoe says that it seems that Mikami is missing his mother, and Reina says he seems most happy when he's on horseback. just like a true Tanada.
He's ready for spirit
I
training.
cast Fairy Dust on the baby to make it sleep.
What do you do?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my God.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Here's some Benadryl.
Sato's like found a room to himself and is like setting up like a clinic sort of in it.
Yeah, everyone's got rooms, but Kenji's still just literally pass out on that table in the main area.
Yeah. You like knocked a sword over. You sleep on the sword actually.
Yeah, it's my
So I'm going to I guess I'm gonna finish up my my scroll that I was working on while I'm keeping watch. So
Okay,
that will
You fall
finish
asleep.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I finish it?
Yeah,
I literally had like
sleep. You
No.
fall asleep. You've been writing for 2 days straight. You haven't slept.
I'm trying to keep
For
watch.
48 hours, you fall asleep.
We have samurai guards for that.
Fail.
I don't trust anyone ever.
You wake up dead. Arata is dead. His last words are written on the scroll.
Will save to avoid death.
Everyone
Yeah.
falls asleep. Everyone falls asleep.
Will save the right will.